let's discuss the effect of electromagnetic radiations on molecules because molecule responds differently to different radiations. So we know that electromagnetic radiations composed of gamma rays, X-ray, and the list goes down toward radio waves. We know that radio waves basically are having lower frequency or lower energy because we know that this is very famous equation E is equal to HF. So frequency and energy is directly proportional to each other. This equation can also be written as Hc by lambda here. This means that a radio wave have longer wavelength. And we know that in electromagnetic radiations, gamma rays has the highest energy here. And we use gamma rays basically to investigate, to explore, to quantify or to study the ionization in the molecule. Because gamma rays are very high in energy, so it causes ionization in the material, in the molecules. Maybe sometime these radiation produce excitations, but it is indirectly. Because of the high intense radiations, gamma rays produce ionizations in the molecule. Now let's come towards the ultraviolet and visible. These radiation basically causes transition. Transition basically means that we know that we have states here, electronic states here. Electrons are here. And when we bombard ultraviolet or visible light on the molecules or on the specimen samples, so electron excite or transit from one level to another level, E2 level here. So this is basically we call transitions here. So when you want to study electronic transitions, so we have to use ultraviolet and visible light. Now let's come toward the infrared radiation, very important. It is not visible to our eyes. We cannot see infrared radiations, but we can feel. So when you want to study the molecular vibrations, because we know that atoms are vibrating in the solids, because atoms are vibrating relative to another atoms. So when you want to study the vibrations, the response from the molecules to study the bond formation or the bond strength, etc. So we need to use infrared radiation. So infrared radiations investigate or explore or study the molecular vibrations, vibration of the molecules. Now let's come to the microwave, which is very, very important radiations. Basically, microwave studies rotational motion of the molecules because when we want to study the rotational behavior, the angular momentum or the spin angular momentum, those stuff. So we use microwaves. Now the last one is basically radio waves, which is very, very important, and we use this radio waves in NMR analysis. These radiations basically use to these radiation also used for other purposes, but particularly for research in these material sciences, we use this for nuclear spin transitions for the excitation of the nucleus. We want to study those nuclear spin or something, so we use radio waves. So to summarize, basically, electromagnetic radiation have a significant impact or effect on the molecules because molecule response are differently to different radiations. So if you are interested in ionization, so we should use gamma rays. If you are interested in electronic transitions, you want to study the transition because we know the photoluminescence, UV-Vis absorbance. So when you want to know the transition, the electronic transition, so we have to use these two radiation, visible ultraviolet. We want to study the molecular vibration, we have to use infrared radiation. If you want to study the rotational dynamics, rotational behavior of the molecules, we have to use microwaves. And lastly, when you want to study nuclear spin transitions, because it's also kind of moment here, nuclear spin, so we have to use radio waves. If you find my video useful, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.